Cleveland County. We're here in the middle of a cornfield, and my name is Deborah Blanton, and I'm here with Gus Willis. And just thank you so much for being here with us today. This young man looks like he's 18 or 20. He's really 15 years old, the youngest farmer in Cleveland County. And he loves what he does, especially the corn. And as you can see, we are surrounded by corn plants. So Gus, tell us about why you got started in farming.
Well, Papa did it, and my other Papa did it, and I kind of like this. Ronnie King taught me how to produce farm, and I like the produce, and just something I like doing, you know. Something I always did.
Yeah.
I always had a garden and everything.
Oh yeah. Well, so you were in 4-H. Did that start you out?
No, I wasn't in 4-H. I was for a year, but I never did like animals or nothing like that.
Oh, okay. You just like things that can't talk back to you.
Yeah, right. Right, yeah.
Well, that's good. And I know Gus is at the farmer's market, and he's had all sorts of vegetables. The very first thing that impressed me so much about you is you had rhubarb plants for sale back in the spring.
Yeah.
Rhubarb. Not that many people around here even know what rhubarb is, but anyway, it's the most wonderful vegetable. So I may buy some plants next year, so I hope you have some.
Yeah.
So corn is our highlight, and plus he's got lots of watermelons too, is that right? And show us how big some of your watermelons are.
They're probably about like that, and the cantaloupes, they're a little small, you know, golf ball sized, and got about, I think, 3 acres of watermelons and cantaloupes.
And I'm sorry, cantaloupes that small?
Yeah, they're that small. Yeah.
What, do you like eat it whole?
No, they ain't ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're babies.
Yeah, babies.
They're babies.
Yeah.
I thought, well, this is something new. But you love corn and you love watermelons. Basically, is your joy in planting. Now, I made a comment. This is pretty short. I'm kind of short, and a lot of your corn is about my height.
Yeah.
Is this a special kind of corn?
No, well, most sweet corn is like that, so it don't spend more time growing tall. It focuses on growing the ear.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
And
Well,
it's like a 67-day corn, which field corn's like 100 to 110-day corn. 110 to get ready.
And by field corn, is that what you feed the cattle?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it gets like this and dries out, and then you cut it with a combine.
Oh yeah, and then you grind it up in cattle feed or horse feed or whatever.
Right, yeah.
But the sweet corn that we can eat more readily, and it's better for us, would be this size of plant. Well, now, and we've just parked ourselves right here by one. And I'm hoping the camera's going to be able to focus. You want to just pick this corn here to show people how to do that?
Do it like that.
All right, now let's talk about how you knew that this was ripe to pick.
Well, you can just feel it, you know, like the hardness of it. You feel it's hard, but it ain't gonna be, the corn ain't gonna be hard itself.
Right. But it's got a lot of shucks on it that make it hard. Plus, isn't this an indication too?
Yeah. I like my corn like that. A lot of people like their silts. That's called a silt. They like it when it's solid black, but this is more of a, it's tender, more tender when you pick the silts brown
when
like that.
When it's brown, okay. Well, can we shuck it?
Yeah.
And let's just see what it looks like. Woo! This is the reveal, right? Oh my gosh. Look how beautiful and perfect that is. Oh, Gus, yeah. Wow, and these are the silks.
Yeah, right.
And of course, it's much better if, like when you're going to cook it, you need to get all these silks off because it kind of wraps around your teeth, doesn't it, if you don't do that. All right.
And my favorite corn is when it's raw like this. I like raw corn better than anything.
Oh, so you don't even cook it?
I don't know. I like it like that. I'll eat it right now like that, yeah.
Golly, yeah. And of course you eat it just like it were cooked, like a little bit at a time, but you don't put any butter or anything on it.
No.
Just raw. Now, this is kind of an unusual corn. We've got some yellow and some white.
Yeah.
So what kind is this?
That's called Obsession. It's a bicolor. It's a triple sweet, and it ain't like white corn like the second patch up there. It was
You're
white.
like Silver Queen.
Yeah, right.
Right. So this is called Obsession.
Yeah.
Now, and you'll have this at the farmer's market.
Yeah, this Saturday. Yeah, I'll have
Okay.
it this Saturday and Wednesday.
Okay, so yeah, and so folks, he's there Wednesday and Saturday. He's on the sunny end. If you're looking for him, it's the
Yeah.
sunny end. I guess you're never out of the sun
No.
till 12 o'clock. Oh, I mean, it gets really hot down there. But anyway, well, this is absolutely great. And now, do you do this all by yourself, or do you have some help to help you plant all this?
Well, so far this year, I've did everything by myself. I've had a friend of mine help me plant my watermelons and plant tomatoes and stuff. But the corn I've did by myself, and Ronnie King helps me all the time with the corn. And,
Wow. Well, I'm so impressed, Gus. 15 years old. So you will be a star farmer in the state of North Carolina one of these days.
Yeah.
Well, folks, thanks for watching us. We have been in the cornfield, and we've got an ear of corn right here, and I'm going to give this to Gus, and he can start gnawing on it. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about why you need to eat corn. And of course, it has a season too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, how long will you have corn at the farmer's market?
A patch like this, it'll last 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like when a corn's like this, it's probably got 4 more weeks until it's too hard to eat.
Oh, okay. So you'll have with as much big as your patch is, you're going to have corn for a long time.
Yeah.
Don't forget, folks. See you. Stay tuned for Nancy Abasier-Kong.
Hold on to your popcorn. It's time for the 20th annual Reel to Reel International Film Festival. The lights go down July 24th through 27th at the Joy Performance Center in Kings Mountain. 4 nights, dozens of films, and a lot of fun. Sponsored by the Cleveland County Art Council, Reel to Reel offers a forum for independent filmmakers from around the world to showcase their talents. And it's a chance for you to get to talk with some of the filmmakers, too. Tickets are $10 a night, $40 for a festival pass, and $50 for a VIP pass. So don't miss the 20th annual Reel to Reel International Film Festival at the Joy Performance Center in Kings Mountain.
Do you like to work with your hands, build, make something work, show, I've done this? Turn your interest into a career. Construction trades at Cleveland Community College can give you the skills you need. Well-trained electricians are in high demand. CCC delivers hands-on training both in and outside the classroom. We have an apprenticeship program that gives students paid on-the-job training in addition to their hands-on experience on-campus classes. CCC makes it simple for students to get ahead, whether they want single courses, certificates, diplomas, or associate degrees. Now the question is, are you ready to start your journey today?
I am Noel Tillman II, and that is Gregory Tillman.
Can I call you Dipsy?
Yeah, sure. My wife calls me that all the time.
Really enjoyed you in Deadpool 2, and I'm glad that you took the time out of your busy schedule to be seen or unseen.
Tim, do you know? Do you happen to know?
I think he's working on his resume.
He like duct tapes rides together whenever they're starting to fall apart. Super sketchy.
Like Ghost Town, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then the theme parks.
Hi, Cleveland County. Welcome back. We've been in the cornfield, chomping on an ear of corn. We're now with Nancy Abasier-Kong, who is the Cleveland County Family and Children's Sciences
Extension agent.
Extension agent. Oh my God, that's such
That's
a
a
mouthful.
title. That's quite
Such a mouthful.
quite-
I've got to figure out how to shorten that.
okay.
Anyway, stay tuned. We are going to talk about corn. Corn, Nancy. All the good things about it and why we should eat it and enjoy it. at the peak of the season.
Yes, well, Deborah, corn is one of the treats of summer. Although it's available to us now year-round, you know, we can get corn at the grocery store all year. But our locally grown corn that's fresh is really one of summer's treats, just like tomatoes.
Yes.
Those vine-ripened
Yes,
tomatoes are.
yes.
But with corn, the fresher it is when you prepare it, then the sweeter it's going to be, the
that's
more
important.
tasty, the best flavor you're going to have. So when you purchase, plan already how you're going to use it and when, you know, so that you can go on and cook it. The sooner the better.
Okay. Well, and we talked a little bit about the different ways you can cook corn.
Yes, and corn is very versatile, and of course it can be boiled on the cob, steamed on the cob, roasted in the oven or on the grill. You can cut corn off as whole kernel, cream style. You can saute. You can put it in a relish. You could microwave it. So lots of different things, lots of different ways.
Right. Well, and those ways that you're talking about, like grilling and boiling, my favorite way to do it is leave it in the shuck. Like I get it from the farmer's market and I poke holes in the husk,
Okay.
stick it in the microwave 1 minute on high power.
Right.
That's
and
it.
Depending on your microwave, you know, just checking your time, but remove those outer husks, but leave those inner husks, and your silks are still on until you've cooked it. And then
Why
you
would you
can,
remove anything? I'm going to
Right.
ask a question.
Well, if the outer husks are somewhat dry, but of course you're
Okay.
choosing fresh.
Right, you're
And let's
choosing
talk
fresh.
about selecting. When you are selecting
Good.
corn, you want fresh, plump. You want if you look at the kernels, you want them to be full, not immature.
Right.
And you can, of course, it can be yellow corn, white corn, or bicolor.
Right,
You
a
can have
combination
both. That's
of
right,
those.
both colors
and
on
that,
the same
that's what
ear.
Gus has. That's what our farmer has.
Right.
Is the multicolor.
So any of those are, and that's sweet corn, you know,
Right.
our eating corn. And of course, the other
Right.
type of corn is field corn.
Is cow corn.
That could be for cows, yes. And,
Oh, yes, or sheep or
and different,
pigs.
right,
Right.
even
But now-
cornmeal would be made out of field corn that's, you know, processed.
Right.
Popcorn and other things, but our sweet corn is what we're
But
enjoying.
can you eat field corn?
Well, usually it would be hard and dry, and it is more for a feed or processed.
Right,
So
so
I
it may
haven't
not
seen
have the
any
flavor.
recipes for using field corn.
Right.
But using the sweet corn would be what you'd want to do,
Mm-hmm.
where you'd want to put your time and your effort. And of course, lots of good nutrition in corn.
Well, yes, let's
we
talk about
always want
that.
to talk about why we're eating that. And corn would be pretty low calorie. If we have a medium-sized ear, we've got about 75 calories.
In one
in
ear
one
of
ear.
corn.
So
Okay.
that's low
Oh,
cal.
that's important to know.
Low fat, unless
Mm-hmm.
we are adding in, you know, fat, but low fat, a little bit of protein, a plant-based protein, so it is not the same as an animal-based protein, but still we get some protein, we get potassium, we get some of the B vitamins, so it's a good, healthy choice, vegetable choice
Right.
for us.
Right, right. And again, so versatile, the ways that we can cook it
Exactly.
and what we can put in our recipes. Well, I want to go back to the microwave the way I do it. I just get the whole husk,
Okay.
poke holes in it, and then for 1 minute, when it's done, then, I mean, it's hot.
Hot,
Hot,
yes.
really hot. But you can grab the top and pull down, and all the silks
Everything.
come with the husks.
Yes, everything.
So there's, and that's kind of the, you know, the pain of
Preparing fresh corn, yes.
because you have to worry about all these strings. But the way that I do it, there are no
Okay,
strings.
you've got a magic way.
I've got it, yes.
Yes, that certainly is a good way. a good way to do it. And in mentioning, before we came on, we talked about if you get a large amount of corn,
Yes.
then how would you preserve that? For one, when you take it home, you'll want to store it in the refrigerator and
Okay.
plan to use it within 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
And of course, that sugar will begin converting to starch the further out you go.
Okay.
So that's why the sooner you eat it, the fresher. And at the farmer's market, you can ask the farmer, when was this
When did you
picked?
pick it?
That's
Sure.
right. You hope it was picked today, and that it has been kept either cool, if not in a refrigerated area, in the shade or something like that, so that it is cool. But store it in your refrigerator, crisper, in the crisper, in a perforated bag. So just put it in there. You're wanting to keep it moist in that, and then use as you need, because it cooks so quickly,
Right.
as you've demonstrated
Right.
there. So,
Yes.
yes, but a good choice. And you can, of course, freeze corn if you have more and you want to, say, have some in the winter
Right.
of your fresh corn. Then you can blanch the ears and cut off, or you can blanch. We would blanch if you want to do on the cob, corn on the cob. Then you would do, depending on the size of the cob, would determine how long your blanching time would be.
Okay. Now, and of course, you'd have to take the husks off to do that, right?
Right.
Or can you blanch it with the husks on?
You would take the husk off
Okay.
if you're blanching.
Okay. Okay.
If you're blanching.
That's so the hot water can get
It can
to
penetrate
all
all the way through, and then you're going to immediately, when you take it out of that blanching, and of course once that water is rolling boil, you'll count your time. If it's 2 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever it happens to be, then take it out of that and immediately into your ice bath, ice
Right,
water,
right.
and chill up to the amount of time generally that the blanching took.
the corn. Oh,
but-
that's a good rule of thumb.
Right, but with corn on the cob, you trying to cool all the way to the core, to the inner part of the cob. So use that as a guide, but you want it to be chilled, so you'll have some ice
Right.
in that water bath there
Right.
that you're chilling from. Then drain, and you're ready then to package and label
Right.
on what it is.
Right.
But you can also do, once you blanch, if you want to cut the corn off and freeze it.
you can do that then?
You can.
Okay.
So you have a choice. If you want whole kernel or cream style corn ready to just prepare, go ahead and blanch your ears and chill.
And chill.
Or you can cut fresh, just cut the corn off.
Okay.
And then cook it about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Just stirring constantly.
Do you add water?
Just a tad, just to
Okay.
keep it from sticking. Now, if you
Okay.
have a double boiler, you wouldn't have to add water.
Oh, very
But
good.
if you don't, just put just a very small amount of water and
And
stir
stir.
constantly. It takes about 10 minutes, but you want the corn to thicken. Begin to cook
Okay.
and thicken. And then
Which would be when the starch comes out from
right,
the cooking process.
and it'll look like a cooked. It's beginning to cook.
Right.
And then from there, you'll take it out of that container, put it into a bowl, put that in your ice water, quick chill, and do the rest of your packaging, labeling, and then freeze.
Sounds like a lot of work, folks, but it's
Well
absolutely
worth
well
it
worth it.
to get
Well
those.
worth it to have corn taste just like it was picked in the summertime.
Yes, quite delicious. It's
Oh.
a treat for us.
Well, great. Nancy, dear, thank you so much for sharing your expertise and your knowledge and your title.
And my title. I'm going to write that title out.
And hold it up for me, right?
We'll practice that.
Oh, great. Folks, stay tuned. We are going to be in the kitchen here in just a minute, and you're going to be having a treat. It's a man and wife team is going to be cooking corn for us. So,
Okay.
thanks, Nancy.
Okay.
Overture, curtain lights, this is it, the night of nights. No more rehearsing and nursing a part. We know every card by heart. Overture, curtain lights, this is it. We'll hit the heights, and oh, what heights we'll hit.
a part of building the future. Be a welder. The Welding Technology program at Cleveland Community College prepares you with the science, the technology, and the skills to be a successful welder. Experienced instructors using state-of-the-art equipment train students using industry-standard skills developed through classroom training and practical application. Successful graduates are in high demand and are employed as entry-level technicians in welding and metalworking industries. Learn more. Call Cleveland Community College at 704-669-4077.
Only 2 years until graduation. Then what? The Advanced Manufacturing Academy is a partnership between Cleveland County Schools and Cleveland Community College. It offers you, rising 11th graders, the chance to learn job skills, earn valuable credentials, and complete your high school studies all at the same time. By completing the Advanced Manufacturing Academy, you'll graduate high school ready to start work at way above minimum wage. Check out the Academy and give yourself a head start on a great future.
Arsenic, cadmium, fluorine, formaldehyde, rubidium, lithium.
Do yourself a favor and don't image search for exploding e-cigarettes.
What you don't know about e-cigarettes can hurt you.
Are you ready to take all this in?
Welcome back, Cleveland County. Thanks for your patience. I hope you were able to go to the refrigerator and get something to drink along and be in tune with our food show. We are here today with Cheryl and Jeff Yates. They are both from the state of Iowa, but they have embraced Cleveland County and North Carolina, so thank you for here.
You're welcome.
We're going to call them Team Yates. We're also going to be introducing a new type of cooking equipment. We've cooked our corn from Gus in this. So, Jeff, do you want to do your thing?
Sure. We've been using the Instant Pot for a while now, and certainly don't know everything about it, but for the corn, we used
And just
about
take it out. Yeah, that'd be great.
A cup of milk and a little bit pat of butter for the fluid that
Cheryl,
goes
you're
in
going to
it.
be starting to chop.
It is a cook time of about 2 minutes, a total time of about 12.
For all
because it has
that-
to have the warm up.
Okay, but for all that corn, okay.
For all that corn.
All right,
This
good.
particular recipe, I think, calls for how many
3
cups?
cups.
How many?
3 cups.
3
Or
cups.
2 cups, I'm
2 cups
sorry.
of corn.
2 cups.
And we found that you can get that out of 3 normal size ears of corn.
Okay.
So we've done that one and got it ready to go. It did need to cool anyhow, so we're in good shape.
So
for
we're
that.
good, yeah. In other words, we couldn't cook all that on the time that we have for our show. All right, now Jeff is going, and we've not done this ever before on our show,
No.
is do an avocado. Of course, that's not native grown, but
No.
our corn certainly is, and the veggies. So this is just something new and added to the show. He has here, and is it called an avocado knife?
Avocado knife.
Avocado knife. Who knew they even had these things?
Works really well.
Great,
Very, very
great,
well.
great. So are we using 3 avocados?
3 avocados for this
Okay,
recipe.
all right.
And basically scooping everything out.
With that, and what a handy thing to have.
It is.
Okay, and then part of that avocado knife is takes the seed out as well.
Correct. And
Oh yeah, the
depending
little
on the firmness of
bottom
the
end of
fruit.
that. And would that be? Could you get one of these things at Ingles? Do they have them? You know, like hanging?
Actually, I ordered it online.
Oh, okay. All right, good enough. So we're slicing that.
Get this diced up and
All right.
get it out of our way here.
So we're going to trip over the
We're gonna
seed,
trip
is
over
that
the
right?
seed there, yeah.
It's okay. That's a wonderful piece of equipment to dice up avocado, because sometimes you can smash them and smush them. All right, and so Cheryl, you've cut the corn off the cob that we
broke it up
cooked
in
in the
little pieces.
Instapot. Okay.
And then I'm going to start the onions.
Start the onions.
Chop the
That'll
onions
be
here.
great. And of course, those are also local grown. The avocado's not. And I'll tell you what, Jeff, let's just speed that up just a little bit if we could do that.
Okay, we'll give it a try.
Okay, because that's your only job. Oh, well, no, wait a minute. Well, you also have to do the lime
gotta
zest.
get the lime
The lime zest.
and the
I
lime.
want them to be able to see that. I think we've done a zesty thing before.
Zesty thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, in fact, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do that one more time.
I'm going to add the tomatoes.
Yeah, which you have already pre-chopped.
Pre-chopped.
Okay. Oh, great,
And
great. And, yeah.
Pre-chop the cucumbers.
Okay. Good deal.
She may end up doing some zesting.
Yeah, okay. Well, Cheryl, grab the zesting thing.
Okay.
And you want to explain what you're doing,
Okay, we're
please?
going to zest it a little bit and try to get just barely the green, not so much the white.
Because I believe you
It's
told
a
me
little bitter.
right.
It's a little
right.
bitter.
Just chop, chop, chop. Pretty. Oh, see how good
Get
that
going
works.
with it.
Get going with it.
Time is of the
Good.
essence.
It is. Absolutely, it is.
Actually, this recipe also makes note of the fact that you can refrigerate everything overnight, with the exception of the avocado.
Right.
Do
All
that
right.
at the
In
very
fact, we're
end.
going to
We'll do
dump
that
that
later.
Yeah. Now these folks are used to cooking in the kitchen
Okay, we're going to do
together,
this.
and they plan recipes together.
Yes, we do. A lot.
And then you're going to also juice the lime. And I would think that, okay, so you're going to cut the lime more than...
Yeah, we're going
Okay.
to put it in the little juicer.
Juicer, right?
And then we're going to just squeeze that around the...
Oh, fabulous. Yes, that's great, great, great.
We're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper.
That's good, Jeff.
Okay.
Get out that seed. So you want to do the seed after you get the whole avocado out? Does that
I like
make
to,
it
'cause it's a
easier?
little bit easier when you don't have to mess with the skin.
Got it. All right. Now you
So a little bit, you can kind of get around the seed.
Oh,
and that
that's a
goes
good
little bit quicker.
idea. Yeah, great. Okay, keep working.
I'm going to go ahead and
Absolutely, please
add
do.
the olive oil.
And I would say this olive oil is from our olive store downtown
Yes, it
Shelby,
is.
Yes,
which
it
is a
is.
great place. And you know, they not only have olive oil, but they also have all kinds of vinegar.
Vinaigrettes.
In fact, I got a hot olive oil. Oh,
the habanero?
Yes, it's
very good.
wonderful with eggs. Oh my gracious. All right.
Now we're going to mix it.
Fabulous. So look at all
Already
this
at the
lovely.
mixing stage there?
I added
Gracious
in
sakes.
everything.
You got all the lime?
Oh
Yes,
my
I did.
goodness, this is wonderful. Oh, it smells so good. And trust us, we're going to eat it after we close out here. Oh, and how nutritious this can be. Well, wonderful. That's it, folks.
There it is.
Thanks, Yates. We appreciate
Thank
you
you.
all.
Thank you,
Thank you
Deborah.
for making Shelby your home.
Thank
They're
you.
wonderful folks. See you next month. Thanks for watching.